So I would love to celebrate a discovery that came about for me when Leading with Love was planted in my space. I went from having this debilitating relationship with carbon, that carbon is horrible, carbon is just bad, blanket bad. And in taking that breath and being able to see from a different perspective, this is how my relationship has changed. Carbon is the building block of life. So yeah, the building block of life, me and you would not exist if carbon did not exist. And so it's not that it's bad, but it's anything that there's too much of. There's lack of balance in the ecosystem. It's not that like with food. It's not like sugar, carbohydrates, fat. It's not like anything is intrinsically bad. But when we over-index on anything, things can get out of balance, and it could present with a lot of symptoms that we might call problems. And so with carbon's this building block of life. And right now we have so much carbon in the atmosphere that it's creating this overbalance, and we're seeing a lot of ripple effects of that over-index. And so here's a different way to look at carbon, though. Me just being alive and taking a breath and plant, that is putting this building block of life, carbon in the atmosphere. And as we're planting trees, restoring soil, it's taking carbon, that building block of life, and putting it in the soil and trees. And that's literally more food on this planet. That's literally creating more biology on this planet, that microorganisms, that plants, that animals can eat and create more oxygen, create more food. So when I just open my eyes in the morning, me just taking that first breath is creating more life on this planet. Me taking that breath is literally creating ripple effects that are changing the world. And I haven't even done anything in the day. I haven't sent a text message. I haven't done anything. I haven't gone and taken some big action, whatever one might think a big action is. Literally just by opening your eyes and taking that first breath, you're literally changing the world. And for me, that perspective does not come if we're not taking a lens of gratitude for what is. And I can't take that lens of this gratitude for what is if I'm just seeing everything as blanket bad. Everything's a problem. And so by taking that breath and expanding that bandwidth to see from a different perspective and celebrating what exists today, rather than calling it all good or all bad, it's just celebrating what is today and learning from that, magical things can happen. Like in the case of me, now opening my eyes in the morning, rather than being worried of, oh, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? Literally just by opening my eyes today, I've been changing the world. And everything I do throughout the day, everything you do throughout the day, is just expanding on the ripple effects we're creating and how deeply we're changing the world. It's not a matter of do we matter? Are we making a difference? It's for me realizing, do we realize how much of a difference we're making? And so I'm so excited to see where the stories that you're able to reframe and how you start to see the world in different ways as you bring gratitude-based learning into your own life. And please, please, please share it, because the more we discover and the more we share with one another, wow, the impact is exponential.